Hola and hello. My name is Sarina Patricia and welcome to my channel. I am Venezuelan and I am proud. My mom and her whole family are from there and I have many fond childhood memories visiting there. So I apologise if I get quite emotional during these videos. I might get angry, passionate or even raise my voice, but it's just because I care a lot about my country and I care a lot about my family. Those of you who've been following this channel for a while, remember this used to be a dance, trivia, vlog channel. But I hope to repurpose it now in order to bring information to you guys about what's happening during the Venezuelan crisis. I'd like to create a series of videos telling you guys about the Venezuelan crisis and bringing a lot of this information to an English-speaking audience. A lot of the information coming out of Venezuela is for Venezuelans outside of the country, so a lot of it comes out in Spanish. So I'm here to translate it so you guys can get a feel for what's actually happening. The current crisis enrages many Venezuelans outside of the country. It is frustrating to see our family and friends suffering due to unnecessary things that are happening within the country. This crisis began with a man called Hugo Chavez. He was a military officer who took power for 14 years, dying of cancer in 2013. His successor and Vice President Nicolás Maduro continues to destroy the country in a way that no one else possibly could. This affects so many things that you guys couldn't even imagine. Now let's begin to talk about some of the destructive qualities that this government have brought to the country. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the large levels of unnecessary death. This is due to lack of supplies, violence and lack of medical care. There have also been huge levels of power cuts within the country. People don't have electricity for weeks or even months on end, never knowing when it's going to come back. This is affecting many things such as communication. People can't communicate within the country and can't communicate outside of the country. This means that us outside of the country is a constant worry of whether our friends and family are dead or alive. This is also affecting hospitals. Due to the large amount of violence, hospitals are overflowing with patients. But due to the lack of electricity, they can't have simple machines such as incubators, respirators, dialysis machines, things that could be saving lives every single day. There's also this lack of power is also causing huge problems in communication and transportation of supplies. Many supplies aren't getting to people who really need it, and the supplies that are within the country just aren't enough. This lack of supplies means that simple diseases such as colds and flus cannot be cured. The young and the elderly are dying every single day just due to this lack of supplies. This also means that Venezuelans are not getting enough food. There isn't enough food in the country to feed this ever-growing population. And the supplies that are within the country can't be afforded by everyday Venezuelans. This is due to the high levels of inflation. There is a correlation between the high levels of inflation and when Maduro took power. This shows that this government is doing absolutely no good to the current country. A Venezuelan could work for an entire month non-stop and still not be able to afford one meal a day. 9 out of 10 Venezuelans cannot afford their daily intake of food. Another problem that this crisis is bringing about is the environmental problems. Venezuela is home to the beautiful Amazon rainforest, but this is being destroyed. Protected reserves are no longer being protected. These are only a few things that are happening within the country. I really hope that this affected you guys, and I hope that you guys can imagine what it's like living in a country with almost nothing. A small anecdote. We went to the Caribbean to visit my family in Venezuela, and it is too dangerous to go actually within the country. We took my grandmother to a supermarket so that she could bring in some supplies. She almost cried with emotion as she walked into the supermarket and she could see different types of cereal, different types of crisps, even different types of oil and laundry detergent within the supermarket. There has been a lot of footage being leaked out of Venezuela, a lot of it being suppressed by the government, showing empty shelves. It's very depressing and it's just very upsetting to watch our family have to go through this horrible crisis. There'll be more information in videos linked down below, and there'll be more videos coming up in this series, so put on those post notifications. Please subscribe to this channel as I will continue to bring updates as to what's happening. There'll also be a video linked down below as charities that you guys can go to the links to and help. You can donate your time, supplies and money to help the Venezuelan people. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you for listening, and I hope you found this information useful. Gracias and thank you.